Hi guys, Craig here from Out There Touring. Another video of an installation, another victim of the Cape York trip. So I'll drop a bit of footage here now of when the Hilux became a submarine. Yep. So as a result of that, I had water up to the top of the seats inside the cab of the Hilux. My existing CB radio is mounted in the center console, so it had water above it, and as a result of that, it no longer works. So the Cape York trip has another victim. So at the moment, at the time of making this video, there's promotions on Instagram and I think Facebook as well for the Oricom UHF182X CB radio, and it comes with two aerials, a 6.5 dBi and also a 3 dBi aerial, and I'll try to explain the difference in them shortly. They're on sale for $379, which is the cheapest I could find when I did some looking into. So let's see what comes in the box. Oh yeah, instruction manual. I will have a look at that shortly. Spare fuse. Some more Oricom stuff. Handheld control. Now everything on this model is done through your control or your handheld device. Mounting bracket. A couple of fastening nuts or fastening for the actual module. Another mounting bracket. And the module itself, or the CB radio. As I said, everything's actually controlled through the handheld. Change your channels, change your volumes, whatever you need to do is done through there, and also your antennas. I believe the beauty of this device is that the device will pick up which antenna is actually required or got the strongest signal. And there's also your power lead. So what I have to do first is disconnect the other one and then start the setup of this one. So before I pull the other one out, let's have a look at the UHF182X and some of their key features that Oricom tell us about. So it's got an integrated dual antenna system. Therefore we're running both antennas set up at once. A heavy duty control speaker microphone. It's got 80 channels, open priority and memory scanning, 5 memory channels, over and under voltage alert. You can change your backlight on the handset. I think there's 3 different levels or 3 different colours, and you can change the brightness of that too. What else? Automatic power off, and got volume, channel, squelch control, and it's got a 3.5mm speaker jack. Pretty much it. Comes with a 5-year warranty. So let's get into it. Again, whenever I work on anything on the car, especially electrical, disconnect your power. As I said, my unit's actually already installed underneath the center console. So all you have to do, remove your knobs off the gear sticks. So every car is going to be different. This model Hilux, the KUN26R, it's got 2 10mm bolts. So just undo them. Once they're undone, a little flap here in the middle as well. So once you've got that cover taken off, in my case, I can actually just remove the assembly. Now I have got it cable tied in. I'm just going to go and cut them off now, and this unit should be able to come out freely. This is the old one. Disconnect the aerial, disconnect the power, and then just the handset. There's a little tab. Now again, this will change depending on what sort of car you're doing it on, or where exactly you're going to mount it in your car. So the power and the aerial are running up and through the firewall. Up through the firewall. I'll cut this cable tight. So there's the aerial wire. And then the power one. So just by slowly working the wire and having my hand on the other end as well, I worked out it's this wire here is the power. Now I could have probably just left the power in place. It's probably got the same connection on it, but we'll remove it and replace it all. You'll notice that the ends of the leads don't have any terminals on them. So the end with the fuse link, I'm going to put the ring terminals there. Hopefully the camera shows it. The other end, which has got crimps already on it, is for the little plug socket that goes into the CB radio. That's not going nowhere. Now I like to use these ring ones. Some people will use an open one, but I find that they could come out because they're just like a U shape. They can slide on and off. Whereas the ring, your battery bolt or terminal bolt goes through there and that secures it. So I've just fitted some conduit over those wires, fed them through the best possible way. Just put a bit of coat hanger or wire, tape it up to protect your terminals that you're going to need to use on the other end, and then go through where you originally came out of anyway. Same as I did with the power lead, just got the antenna lead on a bit of old coat hanger, just got to feed it through. So just fitted the second aerial. What I've also done, because I'm running it across the top of the engine bay, just put the cable in some conduit. All the factory wires are sort of double wrapped, so I thought I'd just play it safe. So got everything wired through the two aerial cables or antenna cables. Positive, negative. You've just got to fit the little terminal block. Very simple. So you just push your cables in, you'll actually feel it click. Doesn't come out, that's in. So that goes into the socket there. And it will only go one way because one's like a square or got a square face on it. The other one's curved. So that's your power connected. For your antenna, you'll have two little sockets or fittings. So with your antenna leads, try not to tangle them up, keep it tidy. One, there's two. So run the first one up. Run the second one through the same area. Then with the excess, I'll just bundle it up and cable tie it. That's what it should look like. So you've got two antenna leads and your power going in. Then it's just a matter of connecting your handheld device. So there we go, that rubber boot. So what I'll do now is connect the battery back up, and I'll just test it before I just tidy all this up. So my previous unit, I had this little rubber pad underneath and it's just cable tied to it. just to stop vibration. I've refitted that, so that will all go back in and that will keep it tight underneath the console. And then it's just a matter of tidying up the wiring and cable tying it out of the way, make it look neat and tidy, refitting the center console. Rightio, so let's just see, all you do is press and hold this main dial here, which you can see rolls. Press and hold that, and we've got power on. We'll run through how to do all the settings, but as long as I know I've got power, I can now tidy all this up, and then we'll run through how to operate it. The Oricom CB radio is now fully installed, so to turn it on, just push the button and we've got power. To change the channel, we've got channel there now, and just scroll that button around to whatever channel you want. Press the button again, you've got your squelch, and then you've got volume. So we'll turn it up a little bit. Now we've got an auto here as well, being the fact that it's a dual antenna. Press and hold that for 2 seconds. You'll see down the bottom here, it's on antenna 2 at the moment. Press it again, it goes across to antenna 1. Now I believe if I press and hold it for 2 seconds again, it goes into an auto mode, and it will select the one that it wants, or the one that's best to receive the signal. That's it for the installation of the Oricom CB radio. Hopefully it's helped you guys, giving you some tips on the best way to install. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and also like, share and subscribe to the channel. Cheers guys, travel safely.